Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Denise and I yap about stuff in a Christian perspective way. And today we're going to be talking about Halloween because it's right at the corner and the timing is literally perfect, so why not? Okay, so as you can see, Halloween is a day where scary things get promoted. People do trick or treating, they get into scary type of costumes, watch scary movies, and hold Halloween parties and etc. But for us Christians, it gets a little deeper than that. As I said before, scary things get promoted on Halloween, such as skeletons, witches, warlocks, demons, devils, blood, knives, ghosts, and you name it. Aren't these things from the kingdom of darkness? Yes, yes, and yes. Halloween was originally a Christian holiday named All Hallows Eve. It was a special day to remember the dead, but it was later mixed in with some other pagan practices that turned into what Halloween is today. The devil likes to steal, kill, and destroy, and he can twist something that's very holy to something that's unholy and demonic. And others say that Halloween was originally made by pagans, but the Christians turned it into something holy, which I absolutely understand. But whether Halloween is created by Christians, I still think that we as Christians need to stay away from celebrating it. And before I gave my life to Jesus, I was celebrating Halloween like everyone, but God convicted me and I stopped celebrating it. It didn't take me long to let go of it because look what Halloween is promoting. But yeah, if you feel convicted with this video, take it to God anyway. Pray about it because He knows. But for me, it's clear as day. I mean, look at the decorations. Wouldn't you see this at hell? Skeletons, ghosts, witches, demons. It almost looks like it's a day about the devil himself. Everything gets promoted, what he absolutely loves. Okay, so conspiracy theory. You know that story in the Bible where God tells his people to put blood on the doors so that their lives can be spared? I feel like it's the same thing with Halloween, but like way different. What if every person is marked that participate in Halloween? Every person that has a costume or every person that has like this creepy decorations in their house is marked. It's like another form of coming in agreement with the devil for demons to enter your house and etc. Again, this is a conspiracy theory. I'm not saying it's true, but I don't know. We as Christians also have the authority to come into agreement with Satan and his demons, and that's why I have this conspiracy theory. Okay, but back about the holiday. Halloween is still not righteous for us Christians to celebrate. Is it glorifying God? Is it glorifying Jesus? Not really. It's more glorifying paganism. And it should be a normal day for us Christians. And you might say, oh, I'm not wearing any demonic costumes. I'm only trick-or-treating, or I'm only going to a party, or I'm only doing this or that. But it's not about how you do it. It's about if you're celebrating Halloween. I'm not entirely saying to sleep the whole entire day, but just look at the motives on the things you're gonna do. What's your heart position behind it? Celebrating Halloween might be fun, but Proverbs 4:14-15 says, "Do not set a foot on the path of the wicked, or walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it, do not travel on it. Turn from it and go on your way." So that's basically God telling us to stay away from everything that seems wicked or demonic. And God also tells us that we should not be conformed to the patterns of this world and to walk in the spirit and not the flesh. The desire is for you to party, to fit in, to do the things that are not righteous is from the flesh and not the spirit. If you feel like you really want to celebrate Halloween this year, ask God to decrease your flesh and to increase your spirit, and He will surely help you. And another thing about Halloween, this day is also known for the day that the veil is thin. And what does that mean? A veil is a barrier that separates the physical world from the spiritual world. I have the feeling that the witches are doing some crazy stuff on Halloween day. Ephesians 6:12 says, "For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places." So this Bible verse is basically telling us that our enemies are also in the spiritual world, not only the physical. And we as Christians, we know that the devil is our biggest enemy in the spiritual realm. And again, that's why we should boycott Halloween as Christians because that's the devil's day. Let's also talk about scary movies that have scenes full of blood and murder, since this is also a big thing on Halloween. We as Christians are also called to not consume this type of media because it can spiritually affect us. Murder is a sin, and you don't want to consume that type of media. Remember that everything what we consume matters. It matters because it can spiritually affect us. But this topic is for another video. Now you may wonder, how can I enjoy October as a Christian without the spooky vibes? That is absolutely possible. God is the one who made seasons. He is the one who made autumn. You could fill your house with decorative pumpkins and leaves. You could cook and bake some delicious food with the recipes that fits the season, such as pumpkin soup or cinnamon tea. Oh goodness, now I'm craving for cinnamon tea. But you know what I mean? You could take some walks with your family and your friends and admire the nature in autumn. It doesn't have to be spooky or demonic. And since Halloween is not righteous for us, I'll be glad to share some prayers you can pray on 31 October. Not prayers dedicated to Halloween, but just prayers you can include in your prayer routine. You can pray for God's supernatural protection, prayers to bleed the blood of Jesus over yourself and your family, prayers to break any demonic spells, and prayers to walk in the Spirit and not to fall into temptation. Yes, Halloween is not a righteous day, but nothing shall by any means hurt us, because we are protected by God. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. And this was the end of the video. I really hope you liked it, and I encourage you to subscribe, like, share, and comment a white heart in the comments down below so that I can see who watched the whole entire video. And by doing all of this, YouTube will push out my video even more so that other Christians can see why we should not celebrate Halloween. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you on the next video. Bye.